Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back with another taking a look at video. And I bought this, I don't know, I think a month ago, and I haven't even looked at it yet. This is the new hardcover, famous first editions, More Fun comic, New Fun #1. This is the very first comic that DC ever published. I took the dust jacket off. There's the dust jacket for it. Famous first edition logo on, and underneath is just a facsimile of the very first comic from DC Comics ever. New Fun, the big comic magazine, 10 cents, February 1935. New comic strips, aircraft, radio, movies, stories, adventures, mystery, sports, prizes. I got this just kind of for the historic value. I don't expect there to be great comics in here, that's for sure. But this is, like I said, the first one DC ever published back when, who was the Wheeler or something weird? I can't remember the guy's name all of a sudden, who was the original publisher before he, Whitman Wheeler or something, before he got it taken from him. Through some corporate shenanigans. I guess here's a little essay on everything, on all the stuff that happened by Jerry G. Bales, whose name I know. He's, I remember that name from somewhere, you know, as a comic book guy. The start of something big. An introduction, this one by Roy Thomas they give us. Okay, this is actually the first time I'm opening this, so. The printed letter from editor Lloyd Jackett was inserted into some advanced copies of New Fun #1. This publication is an exact reprint. The first edition of New Fun was published in 1935. Alright. Here we get the cover again. Ooh, a coupon right in the first issue. Circulation, all sorts of people in this. Alright. Oh, and some of it was in black and white. I remember someone, I just read somewhere that some of the signatures, and a signature is 4 pages. It's like one sheet of paper, front and back, where there's one page on this side, one page on this side, one page on that side, one page on that side. So some of the signatures were printed in black and white, just to save money. Sandra of the Secret Service. These must. I think it started with a lot of Oswald the Rabbit. I think Oswald the Rabbit is what kept it from being reprinted over the years, because no one was quite sure who owned Oswald the Rabbit or something like that. Barry O'Neill, Jigger and Ginger. So far, it's all black and white. Egypt. But they're still building the pyramids, the magical crystal of history. Wing Brady, soldier of fortune. I do not recognize any of these. Ivanhoe, of course I recognize the name. Ivanhoe, famous novel. Didn't know it was a comic strip. Some pretty nice artwork. Looks like it's trying to be Prince Valiant. Judge Perkins by Burt. Don Drake. I guess this whole thing was in black and white. That's why it was only $20. I think the color ones are $40. Spook Ranch. When a lone cowboy comes to a deserted ranch, strange things happen. I guess that was one of those text pieces so they could get the discount on the mailing. Scrub Hardy. Jack Andrews, All-American Boy. That's before Archie Andrews, All-American Boy. Oh, this All-American Boy plays football, rough and tumble. The insult that made a man out of Mac. Wow, this Charles Atlas ad was in the very first DC comic? I had no idea. I know this ad ran like all the way up into the 70s when I was buying comics. I had no idea it was in the very first DC comic. So far, that's the only thing I recognize in all of this. Sports, on the radio, in the movies. Sharpest blade. World's greatest radio value. Model aircraft. I guess you can build your own model aircraft. I have reduced my waist 8 inches with the wheel belt. I don't know what that is, but in case you want to slim down, there's some solid advice for you on how to slim down. Hendrik Hudson's Half Moon. I guess you can build a half moon model too if you so choose. How to build a model of Hendrik Hudson's Half Moon. Captain Eric. Oh, don't you mess with Captain Eric. He'll give you a butt kicking. Tell your friends you found fun. Write new fun what you like best. Buckskin Jim. Popular Science. Stamps and coins. Wow, they're throwing everything at you. Young Homemakers. A stooped body is like a kinked hose. Alright, don't stoop over. Stand up straight, okay? Ooh, check out that streamlined wagon. You want one of those, but you don't want this. You'll shoot your eye out. Guaranteed. I saw it in the movies. After School. Why I oughta. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wonder which of these comic strips was new, if any. Caveman Capers. Gosh, that scared me. Keep it burning. How good it feels to be warm. Oh, then some sort of dragon comes out at them. Those Caveman Capers. Fun films. Tad Among the Pirates. Bubby and the Beagle. Paloyan and Osa. Like that. Gee, I'm tired. I'll sneak in. Super Police 2023. Is that the year? By Clem Gretter and Ken Fitch. I have not heard of a single one of these comic strips it's reprinting. So we get glossy paper. That must be the end. I guess it had all of a sudden we had some glossy paper. It must have had glossy covers. That's the guy's name. The man who made comics. Nicky Wheeler Nicholson. That was the name I was trying to remember before. He owned and started DC Comics, and then he needed money for some reason, and his two partners sort of scammed him out of his company. I can't remember the exact story, but I've read it before. New Fun #1, the contributors. Oh, look at that. That tells us who all these people are, who I have no idea who they are. DC founded. Major Malcolm Wheeler Nicholson. A tabloid tradition continued. I guess that's all about them coming up with, these were their ones from the 70s. I don't think I ever had one of these. I've seen them. I had friends who had them, but I don't think I ever, being that I wasn't a DC Comics fan, I don't think I ever bothered tracking any of these famous first editions down. I had treasury editions and such, but never bothered with any of the, oh, there's, I guess, a scan of somebody's, for who, get some nice ballpoint pen marks on there. So there you go. Wasn't it? Oh, there's the back again. Ooh. Get free this dandy zip gun. Alright. Ooh, that looks like one of those dart guns I used to have, that minus all the plastic. It looks like the same exact thing. There's the spring, there's a trigger, and there's just the plastic dart shoots out with the plastic tip. Like I said, I think I had one of those same guns as a kid, and all the way into college. We used to get into dart gun fights at college, but ours had plastic housings around them. So there you go. A little look at New Fun #1, the very first DC comic ever printed. Once again, not the most amazing comic of all, but a nice historical artifact.